It is a long time ago that according to the Hindu calendar, about 9 lakh years ago in Treta Yuga, there used to be a very majestic Suryavanshi king Dasharatha. The name of their capital was Ayodhya. King Dasharatha was a very just and righteous king. All the subjects used to live their life happily under his rule. The great majestic Satyavadi king Harishchandra and the successful king Bhagirathi were one of the ancestors of King Dasharatha. Like his ancestors, King Dasharatha was very involved in religious work. King Dasharatha had no children, due to which he was often sad. King Dasharatha had 3 queens. The name of the first queen was Kausalya, the name of the second queen was Sumitra, and the name of the third queen was Kaikeyi. King Dasharatha was a great archer. He was adept at playing slang. He could penetrate the target without seeing the target just by hearing the sound of the word, always in the mind of King Dasharatha. One day Rajguru Vasistha, who was immersed in this concern, suggested Dasharatha to perform Putreshti Yagya. He performed this yagya under the supervision of Shringi Rishi. A lot of donations were made in this yagya. After this yajna, kheer in the form of prasad was fed to the 3 queens. After several months, the 3 queens had 4 sons. The eldest queen was Rama of Kausalya, Bharat of Kaikeyi and Lakshmana and Shatrughan of Sumitra. The 4 brothers were very beautiful and stunning. Maharaj Dasharatha was very happy to see his 4 sons. King Dasharatha was not happy when he got the happiness of children. After some time, the 4 brothers went to the forest with Rajguru Vasistha to receive education. Vasistha was a very learned guru. At that time, the sage Vasistha was highly respected. All the brothers were very unique talents. While Lakshmanji was a little accommodating, Sri Ram was calm and serious in nature. The 4 brothers were also very smart in reading and writing. Soon he learned martial arts like shooting arrows, etc. The people of Ayodhya were enchanted by his form and qualities. King Dasharatha never wanted to keep them away from his eyes. One day a very learned Maharishi Vishwamitra came to King Dasharatha. He was a great and ascetic sage of his time. Many sinners and tyrants used to create obstacles in his yajna. When he heard about Rama and his brothers, he went to Dasharatha. He asked Dasharatha to kill the sinners and tyrants and Rama and Lakshmana to protect the yajna. King Dasharatha with folded hands said to sage Vishwamitra, "O sage, both Rama and Lakshmana are still children. Don't take them to war with so many sinful and tyrannical people. I will move my whole army and myself and will fight with them and will also protect your sacrifice." King Dasharatha at first did not want to send his sons with him. Then on the persuasion of Rajguru Vasistha, he agreed to send. Both Rama and Lakshmana left with sage Vishwamitra. On the way, the sage taught them 2 mantras. After learning these mantras, both the princes became more powerful. While going to the Saja's ashram, he killed a sinful and tyrannical woman named Tarka. Reaching there, while protecting the Geen, one of his sons Maricha and the other son Subahu were also killed with an arrow. Now Vishwamitra's yagya was completed very well and very peacefully. After this Maharishi Vishwamitra reached Mithilapuri with both the princes Rama and Lakshmana. King Janak of Mithila was a great scholar and sage. He created the Swayamvara of his daughter Sita. There was a lot of pomp and show coming to the King Maharaj Swayamvar from far and wide. When Vishwamitra reached there, the king gave him a big welcome. King Janak had a bow. This bow belonged to Shiva. With this bow he killed Tripasura. No one could lift it except Sitaji. Because it was very heavy and hard, King Janak had made a promise that anyone who lifts this bow will tie its rope. With that Sitaji will be married. Organized Swayamvar for the marriage of Mata Sitaji. The great brave warriors of the entire Aryavrata were called. Ravana also participated in that event. All the kings tried hard, but no one could lift it and tie the rope. All the kings had given up. King Janak started worrying that now where should I find the worthy groom of my daughter? Then Maharishi Vishwamitra ordered Rama to lift the bow and put a string on him. Rama reached near the bow after getting the Guru's orders and he easily lifted the bow and started plucking it. While tying the bow, that bow broke at the hands of Sri Ram. The old bow belonged to Shiva. At that time Parashuramji, the supreme devotee of Shiva, was also there. Hearing the sound of bow breaking, Parashurama reached there. He was very angry. He started searching for the one who broke this bow. Seeing the anger of Parashurama, there was silence in the whole assembly. No one was speaking out of fear. But Lakshman ji was not afraid. He started arguing with Parashuram ji, due to which Parashuram's anger started increasing. But Sri Ram politely folded his hands and requested Parshuram ji to accidentally break the bow and asked for forgiveness from him. Seeing the simple calm nature of Rama, Parashurama's anger was pacified and he left from there. Immediately after his departure, everyone in the meeting heaved a sigh of relief. After the departure of Parashurama, King Janak went to Maharishi Vishwamitra and asked him, "O sage, who are these two young men, the kings of this form? Please tell them about them." Sage Vishwamitra told King Janak, "These two brothers are Rama and Lakshman, both of them are the sons of King Dasharatha of Ayodhya. Among the four sons of King Dasharatha, Rama is the eldest who broke the bow." After hearing the introduction of Sri Ram by the sage, his happiness knew no bounds. He happily decided to marry his four daughters including Sita to the four sons of King Dasharatha. King Janak requested Maharishi for the marriage of all four. Maharishi gladly accepted. After that, celebrations started in the court of King Janak. Sweets were distributed, drums started playing. The sage sent this auspicious message to Ayodhya. In Ayodhya, King Dasharatha, on hearing the news, ordered to decorate the entire Ayodhya and distribute gifts to the people. The whole of Ayodhya started celebrating the marriage of its princes. King Dasharatha started preparing for the procession of his sons. Many thousand elephants were decorated, hundreds of chariots were made. The entire Ayodhya city reached Mithilapur in a procession. There was no shortage of preparations for the procession of Mithilapur King Janak. He went ahead and welcomed the procession, hugged King Dasharatha and gave him a lot of respect. In the marriage of Sri Ram, all the people of Ayodhya were dancing and singing. There was an atmosphere of celebration throughout Aryavrata. The marriage of the four brothers took place with great pomp. Sri Ramchandra ji got married with Mata Sita, Lakshman ji got married with Mata Urmila, Bharat ji got married with Mata Mandi and Shatrughan ji got married with Mata Shrutikirti. After marriage, King Dasharatha came back to Ayodhya with everyone. The king now started ruling happily. Time passed and King Dasharatha was now getting old. He wanted to do penance himself by giving royal work to Ramchandra ji. At the behest of Guru Vasistha, an auspicious day was fixed for the coronation of Sri Ram. When all the subjects got the news that Sri Ram was going to become their king, then all the subjects were not happy. There was a lot of joy being celebrated. There was an atmosphere of happiness everywhere. Laughter was scattered on everyone's face. Everyone was busy in decorating the palace and preparing for the coronation. Among all these faces, there was such a face on which the feeling of sorrow and revenge was clearly visible. That face was none other than that of Queen Kaikeyi's maid Manthara. Manthara did not like being the king of Sri Ram ji. She wanted to see Bharat ji as the king. She was sad and went to Queen Kaikeyi. Maharani Kaikeyi was overjoyed with the decision of Sri Rama's coronation and was taking stock of the preparations for the festival. Seeing Manthara's hanging face, he got angry at first, but Manthara acted very cleverly. He said that I am a little sad for myself. I am sad for the concern of your son Prince Bharat. Hearing the name of Bharat, the queen said, "What is the concern? Speak clearly." Manthara took Queen Kaikeyi in private and taught her many unconventional things. He cleverly awakened the son's attachment in Kaikeyi's mind and persuaded Bharat to demand the kingship, reminding King Dasharatha of accepting any two demands before marriage.